Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network. Hello, welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 49. My name is Eric.
And my name is Jason.
Let me walk you around the room. There is nowhere to walk around.
Yeah, you can, like, when one of us has to go to the restroom, it's hard to, like, even get past the other one.
Oh, this episode we are reviewing I Killed Giants by Joe Kelly and a guy whose name I can't see or pronounce. J.M. Ken Nimura.
What's the JM stand for?
I don't know.
There's a lot of that in comics.
J.M. DeMatteis?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think his name is Jean-Marc.
Oh.
Jean-Marc DeMatteis.
Really? That's sexy.
Yeah, I don't think he is a very sexy man, though.
I don't know.
I doubt it. Keith Giffen seems to love him, though.
Well, that's all you need.
That's true.
One Keith Giffen in your corner, and you're good to go.
What would you do if you had some Keith Giffen love?
Oh, man. I love Keith Giffen.
I know you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
And if he loved you?
I'd be a happy boy indeed.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's your favorite Keith Giffen thing?
My favorite Keith Giffen thing ever?
Yeah.
Of all time.
Uh-huh.
I gotta go with the Star Wars classic of Justice League.
Ooh, that is a fine example of his work.
Yes, it is.
Mine is The Heckler.
I have The Heckler. I have not read it.
Oh.
Ever.
Really?
Ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think I've still got them all.
Huh?
Maybe I'll pick it sometime.
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
We'll pick everything at some point in time.
Including
someday.
our fannies.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
For the home listener who can't see.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till we get video, though.
Oh, can't wait.
We're never getting video.
No.
There's no point.
It's expensive and nobody wants to see that anyway.
Yep. Not even us.
Mm-hmm.
We're here living it.
The only cool thing would be if they could somehow see the stream of, screensaver artwork because you have all this sweet, it's like a mixtape of comic book artists.
Yeah.
That just streams by. And boobs.
Yeah.
That streams by.
Because I'm a lonely pervert who loves a naked lady. And also loves the comic book art.
Those are both easy on the eyes.
Yes, they are.
9 times out of 10.
Mm. Speaking of easy on the eyes, we just had an awesome dinner at a Mexican restaurant.
Los Tres Amigos.
See. It seems like we eat Mexican a lot when we do shows.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's good food.
It's the official food of Gutter Trash.
Wow.
The official food of Gutter Trash is Mexican. The official food of Drawing Hut is either Chinese and occasionally pizza.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, once in a while we mix it up with a little veggie burger.
Yeah, we do. When we're feeling a little poor.
Yeah.
Which is more than usual lately.
Yeah. But, the Mexican restaurant, we had we were just sitting there and all of a sudden, 50, 60?
Mm-hmm.
Young stripper recruits all walked in.
I like to call them the Junior Stripper Patrol.
Junior Stripper League, maybe.
Okay,
yeah.
right. Yeah, it was really weird. It was like you said, 50 ladies between the ages of, I'd say, 17 and 20.
Yeah.
Dressed as if they were about to pose in some sort of modeling,
fashion
forum.
shoot.
Yeah. Very odd. And none of them looked like they wanted to be there.
Nope.
They all looked... And there was no wrangler. The stripper wrangler was not present.
Nope. They all just sort of came in and fits and bursts and they sat back in a corner because, how else do you accommodate 50 strippers?
Right. I think I heard one say an expletive as she walked by. Like, oh shit, you're a fucking Mexican.
Well, to be fair, she was just racist.
Oh, that's true. She is a stripper.
That's true. You can look, but do not touch.
That's right. And yeah, but where's the Wrangler? Was he out in the van, like doing a Sudoku puzzle, or
I don't think they had a Wrangler.
Just yanking it? What? Really, no Wrangler. Strippers on the loose.
Strippers on the loose.
Strippers going wild.
Allowed to fend for themselves.
That's true, because they're not allowed to eat like that sort of cheese dip and 32-ounce beers.
Yeah, they were misbehaving.
Oh. Strippers out of control.
Yeah. Well, again, we should be very specific. Young strippers.
Oh, yeah.
Because your seasoned veterans, of course, don't look anything like what we saw.
No. Leathery.
Yeah, leathery is a very good word. Pudgy.
Weather-worn.
Dimpled.
Grandma-esque.
Yeah. Scarred.
Emotionally and physically.
Yes. And in turn, scarring.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I've only been to a strip club a handful of times, and it's only really fun if you're really drunk and you've never been there before.
I have never been to a strip club.
Yeah.
I had one opportunity to once, and it did not pan out. Mm-hmm. And it's just something that passed me by.
I don't blame you. You're not missing much.
Yeah.
The first time I went was really fun because I was like, 20 and drunk. When I walked in the door, I was drunk already.
Right.
And this really attractive lady ground her face into my crotch for $1. Never met her before.
Right.
And this was a perfectly acceptable exchange of goods and services.
Right.
And to me, that was amazing.
It was a bargain for you.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, that was $1. And she doesn't feel gypped.
Right.
So, but, luckily I didn't become the guy who goes back and enjoys,
become a regular.
I did not become a regular. But probably the last time I went to a strip club was 2 or 3 years ago. Doogie and I were out riding bikes. And and we were riding down the bike trail. We went to this Asian grocery store that was off the bike trail. And right by the Asian grocery store was the KC Lounge. And we stopped in, and this lady who, probably about 50 years old and about 90 to 200 pounds overweight, was dancing on the bar, and I gave her $1, and she rubbed her enormous breasts on my face, and I drank the coldest beer I've ever had in my entire life. It was a Miller High Life. It was like $2.
Yeah.
Best Miller High Life I've ever had. It almost had like ice chunks in it, like you would see on the commercials.
Well, let me say first of all that seems pricey for a Miller High Life.
It was worth it though, because seriously, I've never touched anything as cold as that beer in my entire life. Like if I went naked into the snow and laid there for like an hour, I wouldn't be as cold as that bottle of beer. It was insane.
No, I think it was a couple weeks ago. You and I went to a Mexican restaurant again, where I ordered a beer and they gave us the frosty mugs.
That's right, the frosty mug.
And my mug was so frosty that a sheet of ice formed where the frost was.
Exactly.
Or the head of the beer.
That may have been on par.
Yeah.
Because mine, at that same experience at the Mexican restaurant, was not icy.
No,
it was cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like ice in my Miller High Life. It was so good. And then
Mama Cass, of course, gave you the...
Mama Cass gave me the boob lovin'.
Right.
And then I immediately was like, let's get out of here to Doogie. And we both ran away. It was really scary. It was like the tiniest room. It was like the size of this office, which is like... It was like a 10 by 10 room, and there was mirrors everywhere to make it the illusion of like depth.
Right.
And then this enormous older lady was dancing on the bar, and it was like literally the bar that you drink off is also the stage,
right?
Because it's so tiny in there.
Right.
And then they were like on deck was maybe her granddaughter, and she was about to come up. I was like, we have to go. And we walked outside, and there was this old man outside. I remember this. This was awesome. He was like a white-haired gentleman, and he was just standing outside smoking a cigarette.
He said, "Jack, what are you doing here?"
No, and he was like, "You boys taking off?" And I was like,
"Hey, it is your Jack voice."
That was my old man voice. To be fair, and I was like, "Yeah, we're taking off," and we started getting on our bikes. And the old man goes, he's like, "Yeah, they're kind of, they're not so great to look at." He's like, "Sometimes they have the hotter girls come on later." And we were like, "Yeah, we're still taking off." And he goes, "Well, stay a proud American." That's what he said. And so we got on our bikes, and we had backpacks full of Asian sauces. And we rode home.
And this is the one that's on Airway?
Yeah. It's right by...
it's a very tiny place.
It's so tiny. Yeah, it looks like one of those places you pull up and get a snow cone.
Right, yeah.
And that's the entire place. But you open the door and somehow, there's a bar in there. It's bizarre. And it's right next to a Dairy Queen.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. That's a good story.
Yeah, that was a fun place.
Yeah. I don't have anything like that.
You should go there.
Stories.
I'll never go back.
No. Yeah, you're my only guy friend. So who the fuck am I gonna go with?
Just hit up that old man. Will be standing on the side. Stay a proud American with that guy.
Yeah.
He'll go in with you. Yeah. Anything else? How's your week?
My week's alright.
Yeah.
I've just been cleaning.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned on the last show I've been organizing my comic collection.
No meager task?
No meager task at all. Not when you got thousands upon thousands of comics. I gave away a fucking packed long box full of comics.
Not only was it packed, but there was books on top of them,
right
under the lid.
I was getting paper cuts just from trying to sift through them.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
This hobby of ours.
Yeah. I mean, it probably would have been a little easier had I had bags and boards, but I no longer believe in bags and boards. I'm actually, part of the process of me organizing all these is throwing all my bags and boards away.
You can draw on those boards.
These are old.
Yellowed.
Huh?
Yellowed, yeah.
Yeah.
Bent corners.
Yeah.
I have I'd say 8 long boxes of comic books. I have 1 comic book and a bag and board.
Which one?
It is Floyd Farland, and that's not an Andrew Dice Clay movie. It's the first thing that Chris Ware ever did, and it's...
Hey, that's that thing he doesn't want people to see.
Yeah, and I would be happy to sell it. It's going for $50 to $100 online sometimes. Yeah. And it's okay. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But it's not the reason that I like him. He completely changes his style. And it's all right.
It's weird that you mentioned that. I saw something about that online the other day.
Really?
Somebody had scans of that book. Even Chris Ware disowns it. And
isn't he buying them up and destroying them?
Yes, he is.
Maybe I'll offer it to him to recreate a Fantastic Four page. That'd be good.
Oh, wow. You should.
Yeah, I totally will.
Yes.
And I'll throw in some cash, too.
Oh, of course. Yeah. A little bit of trade there.
Yeah.
That's smart thinking.
All right.
Wow. Blackmail material.
That's so cool. I'm going to blackmail one of my favorite artists.
Well.
I hope he doesn't David Letterman me.
Right, yeah.
That would suck.
I also saw something about Chris Ware. There was an interview between him and the lead singer of Fall Out Boy.
What?
Yeah.
That guy's doing a comic now, isn't he?
Fall Out Toy Works.
Yeah. Wow, that's strange. He made the
jerking off
motion with his fist there.
Because, first of all,
or
do I really even need to rail against Fall Out Boy at this point?
I've never heard them, but I mean, it's the mall. It's hip mall kid kind of.
It's it's mall emo.
I don't want to cast aspersions. I've never heard them.
Oh, cast aspersions. They're awful.
That's what I.
They are awful.
Yeah.
And then, on top of the fact that, of all the shitty musicians who go on to try to make a comic, the fact that he named his Fallout Toy Works. What the...
It kind of rhymes with the name of his band.
It kind of does.
I just got that.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not talk about shitty comics.
No.
I say this completely unaware of your opinion of the book we were supposed to be reviewing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I enjoyed it. You did not.
I did enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I Kill Giants.
By Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly and Jean-Marc Ken Nomura.
Is it John Mark?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. JMK.
It's a callback to
JMKN.
earlier in the show where I mentioned what J.M. DeMatteis' real name was.
Oh, yeah,
Jean-Marc. No, J.M. Ken Nomura and Joe Kelly, the writer.
Published by Image.
Published by Image. I think this is the book that I always point out to you, because every time you and I have a conversation, we talk about Image. You're always like, oh, fuck Image, and it's all, spawns and,
I don't say
and
that.
Youngbloods. Oh, you pretty much do.
Oh.
You don't exactly say that, but that is your general idea of what Image Comics is.
I like some Image comics. Very few. Very few.
Because you don't read enough. Because you're missing shit like I Kill Giants.
It's true. Well, I've read I Kill Giants, actually.
Yes, you have. Now you have. But prior...
Let's see.
You pretty much you paint Image Comics and the I hate to use this word image of what they were in like 1993,
like Cyberworks or
I think
all that stuff,
and a lot of people do. So it's not just you.
No, I think they've really come around to like being a very diverse.
Yeah.
They're like Dark Horse diverse.
Yeah.
I know. I think that. I literally think that.
All right.
I just don't read a lot of that crap because it's all shitty. I'm just kidding. No, I like Invincible a lot. I liked Astounding Wolfman when I read.
Jack Staff.
I liked Jack Staff. That was really good. I liked NYC Mech. I liked that.
Ooh, I've never read that.
I liked Walking Dead until Tony Moore stopped drawing it.
But it's... Okay, I gotta pause.
Mm-hmm.
I just read the most recent Walking Dead trade paperback, Volume 10. Holy fuck. I have never reacted to a comic in the way that I would react to a startling movie.
Really?
I fucking...
Jumped?
I didn't jump, but I was just, like, page after page, just like, oh shit! Or just, no, don't do that!
Really?
Just fucking grabbed me by the balls and shook me around. It was amazing.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And, I mean, I've loved The Walking Dead up until this point, but never, like, there are oh shit moments every so often.
Uh-huh.
Especially since I started reading the trades, there's more than, like when I was reading single issues.
Right.
But this one was just like, even within like the same chapter, there would just be multiple instances where I'm like, no! and would like speak out loud to the comic.
Is Rick still in the...
Rick is still,
Okay, still in there.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not going to say anything else about it.
Honestly, I just don't think I'm ever going to get back into it.
You are missing out.
I may be, but I read like 8 or so issues after Tony Moore left, and every single one I was like, man, I just wish Tony Moore was drawing this.
Tony Moore's awesome.
I just couldn't get past it.
Can't deny that, but I think you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah. Well, I do that every day in all kinds of ways.
That's true. You and me both.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Walking Dead, what other books? Image? Savage Dragon, of course. You don't read that. But.
I read the Max. Lately, though, I can't think of anything lately other than this, really. Yeah.
But, Image has just they've become a very diverse company. They have a lot of different product out there.
Actually, I read The Haunt, #1 today.
Yeah?
It's another Image book.
Yeah, it is.
Enjoyed that.
Really?
It was very good.
Huh. Surprising.
Yeah, kind of surprised me, too.
I didn't think it was awful, but certainly have doubts about continuing with it.
The story was decent. Artwork was pretty darn good.
Yeah. That's really all I got to say about it.
Yeah.
It's too early to fully judge.
Exactly.
Knowing Robert Kirkman, I think given a few issues, it could really take off to an awesome place.
Yeah.
But also knowing Todd McFarlane, it could also
never come out again.
Right. But so I Kill Giants, one of the linchpins of the diverse product that Image puts out.
Yeah, we've been selling it really well. People ask about it.
Yeah. Totally heard just good things about it. Listening to other podcasts when I listen to other comic related podcasts, which I don't really do anymore. But everyone seemed to really enjoy it.
Gave it high praise.
High praise indeed. Joe Kelly is one of those writers who, he got his big start doing Deadpool.
Okay, I was like, where do I know his name?
Yeah,
X-Men, maybe? Did he do X-Men?
He did do X-Men with Steven Seagal for a chunk of time until both got fired after complaining loudly about the editorial interference.
Uh-oh.
He did some Action Comics and some other DC stuff. He had a run on JLA after Mark Waid, I believe.
So kind of a lot of superhero stuff.
A lot of superhero stuff. I believe him, Steven Seagal, Joe Casey, and Duncan Rouleau are all part of a studio called Man of Action.
Okay.
And I believe that they all created the cartoon Ben 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Joe Casey was part of that?
Yes.
Huh.
I believe so. Don't take me 100% at my word, but,
Never have, never will.
You shouldn't, but this is what I believe. And I could be wrong.
My friend Jeremy hates Joe Casey with a passion.
Joe Casey is not good.
He said he would probably punch him if he sees him in real life.
If you've ever seen Joe Casey, he does have a very punchable look about him.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Punchable?
I saw him at Wizard World Chicago about 8 years ago, and he just sort of looked like a greasy douchebag. Yeah.
I guess...
And he's a terrible writer, so there's that.
Apparently he just, destroyed the Wildcats and,
I don't
shit
know
upon
anything
them.
about that, but...
I've never been a Wildcats fan, but that's Jeremy's favorite title, so he
Right.
said he just destroyed everything they built up.
Yeah.
And just shit on all the characters. And
all I know is everything I've read by him has generally been pretty bad.
That Zodiac looks good, but only because of the artwork. The Dark Reign comic. It looks like a Paul Pope kind of ripoff, but it looks good.
I know, but I had a point that you interrupted.
Oh! I apologize.
It's alright. No, it's not. I fucking hate you. No, I just... most of everything that I've read by him has just been pretty bad, and I remember him specifically when he was writing Uncanny X-Men while Grant Morrison was writing New X-Men.
Oh, right.
And,
that's right, that was him.
Yeah. And I just remember interviews with the both of them, and him trying to sort of keep up with Grant Morrison, and then failing horribly. Just in the interview.
Oh, okay.
Just answering questions.
Okay.
And then, when the actual books came out, of course, Grant Morrison's X-Men was fantastic.
Yes.
And Joe Casey's was just,
a romantic kind of thing with...
No, it was just,
triangle.
Really trying hard to be hip and cool, but really just being crappy.
That sucks.
With awful art.
Was that Ian Churchill?
Ian Churchill worked on it for a while, yeah. And some other people. But we're not here to talk about Joe Casey. We're here to talk about Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly.
They have similar names. And a lot of people get them confused.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why.
No, I don't know. Anyway, it was Joe Kelly. I don't Also, don't particularly like most of his work either.
Mm-hmm.
I liked a couple of the issues that he did of Deadpool. I thought they were pretty funny and entertaining.
As we all know, Deadpool is funny.
Yeah. We all know that, of course. Yeah. All of us know that Deadpool is funny. Every single person. Anyway. But like some of the other stuff I've read by him, like it's mediocre at best.
Mm-hmm.
So really surprised that I Kill Giants was so good.
You think maybe he just like dug deeper as far as like a personal story?
I think so.
Yeah. So maybe something more came out.
Yeah, I think maybe. Yeah, it might just be it. That like everything else he's done has just sort of been for a
work for hire,
right. Even like some of his other creator-owned stuff, like or like I'm sure he probably has some sort of stake in Ben 10 and all that. But
I think he did a run on Cerebus. He did like 10 years of Cerebus.
Yeah, and but yeah, just I think like the fact that this was so. I don't want to say it's a small story, but it's heartfelt, emotional.
Yeah.
Something like that.
There's a lot of action. But,
there's action. Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's not superhero action.
It's not really. It almost becomes manga action.
Almost. It's got a very manga-esque look to it.
Oh, yeah.
The art, is very... It's like a quick and dirty manga looking kind of thing.
Yeah, it has a lot more gray tones than most manga, which, some manga does, but when I think of manga, I think of real sparse, like cartoony usually.
Right.
I'm generalizing because I'm a racist when it comes to comic books.
Yeah. It's also got some grit to it.
Yeah.
Some sloppy lines. And
it's a punk rock manga.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. It's like if Ben Templesmith drew manga.
Ooh, good call. Good call.
Yeah. Maybe a little less so on the Templesmith part.
A little less crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did really like it. More than I thought I would, even after hearing people say it was good, because people at my work say Ultimatum is good.
That's true.
That
is true.
Tastes like chicken. Yeah.
Well, we've also discussed it that most people who shop at Mavericks tend to have horrible taste in comics.
But they're nice people.
I'm sure they're fine people.
Yeah, horrible taste in comics. No, they're terrible people. Terrible people.
They have to be.
I like how she plays D&D and is into sports statistics. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
She's okay. The story is about a girl by the name of Barbara Thornton. She's a 5th grader. This is going to be like my one big problem with the story.
Mm-hmm.
Never acts like a 5th grader usually acts.
Yeah, she's more like a 9th grader.
I was even going to say like a 30-year-old at times.
Yeah.
And I know that, you don't want to write, especially your main character as, being dumbed down or anything like that. But, even as a cocky 5th grader, I can't imagine that I ever spoke or acted like that.
Right.
Even with all the personal problems that she would have. Yeah, I don't see that.
Maybe he was trying to say how fast she was maturing, or
could
something
be
like that.
Could be. Very good point. Considering how the story winds up, where it heads and where it goes.
It kind of reminds me of the Fisher King a little bit, with like that fantasy element.
Yeah.
Like where she's sort of seeing things that aren't
there, maybe.
Like a tornado is really a giant titan from the sea.
Which, of course, Fisher King is not based on Don Quixote.
Right.
Which came first, I believe.
Well, yeah, but this reminds me.
Although Terry Gilliam is doing a Don Quixote movie.
It's still?
Maybe.
Still?
Until that one crashes and burns.
Didn't that happen already? Like it crashed already twice or something?
Once. The documentary.
Lost in La Mancha.
Yeah. Good documentary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Excellent.
But no, he said he's going to work on it again.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I love Some Terry Gilliam.
Me too. Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
What? Oh.
His new movie coming out. Heath Ledger's last role ever.
Oh, okay.
With also
I know
Jude Law, Johnny Depp, and Colin Farrell.
It should be awesome.
Hopefully. Even his bad movies are pretty good. Except for Brazil. Brazil just is awful.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It looks cool, but
De Niro's great.
Not enough to save that movie. Yes.
Oh yeah. So
So Barbara, she has this whole fantasy world built up where she kills giants. She knows everything about giants. She knows what their weaknesses are.
She can set traps for them.
She's trying to bait them to come. She has a mystical hammer named Kovaleski, which is
based on an old Phillies pitcher.
Baseball player. Yeah. And
I thought that was cool. Like that whole baseball thing, and like I said, the D&D thing. That really fleshed out the character for me.
Right. Yeah, but you're into that kind of crap too.
And I know a
gamer fucking nerd.
I know a girl that is really into D&D, and you would never think so. She's like this really cute, like hip, drinking, rock and rolling kind of.
Is that Diana?
Diana? No. Her name's Miranda, and she's in. I was in a band with her.
Is her name really Miranda, or
okay. But yeah, she's
just one of my shitty jokes. Okay,
she's really into D&D, but she's like this like cute girl that's not like a nerd really. So it's pretty cool.
Hey, my ex-girlfriend was into D&D.
Yeah.
Of course, she's kind of nerdy, but she's cute.
Not super nerdy. Yeah.
Well, I thought she was a little more cute.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But let's not get into my failed relationship and how depressed I am over it.
Yes, we'll save that for another episode.
God, I miss you. No, anyway.
Batman.
Hey. Anyway, Kelly Jones, awesome. But Kelly Jones did not work on this, nor did he was my girlfriend. Anyway.
Joe Kelly's name is inside of Kelly Jones's name.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Kind of weird.
Yeah. But yeah, Barbara, she doesn't have a lot of friends. She's got her gamer friends. And her brother.
And a couple of his friends. Basically.
Right. But she does wind up sort of making a friend.
Yeah.
Sophia.
And that's sort of like the first building thing in the story.
Yeah. Then, of course, there's the school psychologist.
Mrs. Mole.
Molle.
Yeah.
However that's pronounced. It's the thing with comics. You don't know how things are pronounced.
You can't hear the words.
That's right. That's why that X-Men villain, Magneto, is...
Professor Xavier.
Xavier. I fucking hate that.
Who knows?
I'm serious. I don't care what the fucking TV shows or cartoons or movies say. It's fucking Xavier.
Yeah.
It's not X-Xavier.
Right.
If you say X-Xavier, kill yourself.
Oh, hi, it's Mr. T. Thompson. How you doing, Mr. S. Smith? This is my favorite story written by Joe K. Ellie. I'm Jason Y. Aung.
And I'm Eric S. Honborn.
That kind of sounds good, though. I like that one. I think you should keep that one. I like Honborn. S. Honborn. That's pretty good. But yeah, this story, fast-paced.
Very fast.
Very fast-paced. Yeah. 7 issues.
7 issues.
Seems like 4.
It does read pretty quickly. Sometimes hard to tell where a chapter breaks until they actually tell you what chapter it's on.
Mm-hmm.
Although I did figure out the little clue that's where the little hammer symbol.
The Hammer X lightning bolt hammer.
Yeah. Got a little bit of maybe it's just the hammer thing that I'm getting hung up on, but a little Thor-esque stuff going on.
Doesn't she like drop her hammer and it smashes the pavement towards the end?
They
don't mention it, but you just sort of see it.
Well, that's at a part in the story where sort of, I guess really, I mean, the bulk of the story is that we all just assume that she's sort of crazy and she's living in this fantasy world for some reason that we're never fully aware of until towards the end.
Right.
But then all of a sudden it sort of becomes, well, maybe she's not crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'd like to think that me saying that doesn't particularly ruin it.
Right. Yeah, we're not saying why. I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it kind of reminds me of that Nate Powell book we reviewed, The Swallow Me Whole.
Swallow Me Whole.
It reminded me a lot of that.
A lot more coherent.
Yeah, a lot more coherent, though. Both great books, some for their own accord, but yeah, this one was a little more linear and it was easier to follow.
Yeah.
And it told the similar kind of story.
Yeah, it's about loss and
right,
dealing with
fantasy and
fantasy, sanity, and dealing with family life and trying to cope with the world around you, whether you like what's happening or not.
There's some, I mean, it was like sad and funny.
Yeah.
Like I actually laughed whenever the guy was like, "This is why girls shouldn't play D&D." I actually laughed. That was funny.
Well, again, that's probably just because you're Mr. Gamer.
I played D&D. I actually did play D&D with a girl for a while. It wasn't my lady friend, but it was the DM's lady friend. Yeah. Pretty cool. Dames with dice. It's pretty hot.
Again, I go back to my ex-girlfriend played D&D, and that's probably the closest that I will ever get to being anywhere near
a D&D.
D&D anything.
Have you ever rolled anything other than a 6-sided die in your life?
No.
Wow, that's impressive. I've rolled hundreds, I've rolled 4s, 12s, 10s, percentiles, 20s.
I once held a D&D source book for my girlfriend while she was rooting through her purse to pay for it.
Nice. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
You're officially a gamer.
Yeah, and I think I flipped through it to look at a picture.
Oh, do you know the name of the 5-headed dragon?
Nope.
Tiamat, or Tiamat. Depends on how you read it.
I know Bahamut.
Bahamut? Yeah.
But that's just because of whatever mythology that's actually from, and also the name of a really cool album by a really cool band.
Nile?
Huh?
It's not Nile, is it?
No. Then I can't fucking remember the name of the band now.
Huey Lewis and the News.
No. Hi. Hey! Hazmat Modine.
Huh. Never heard of them.
They're a jazz band.
Really?
Yeah.
I like jazz.
You have actually listened to that album with me. Jazzy with a lot of harmonicas in it.
Huh.
Kind of bluesy at occasion.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's really good.
I can't remember it, though.
I don't know if they have another album yet or not. This came out like a few years ago.
Hazmat
Modine.
Modine, okay.
Yes. Bahamut is the name of their album.
Wow.
Check it out, people, if you like jazz.
Woo!
Yeah.
And who wouldn't?
And if you like comics, read I Kill Giants.
Yes, it was very good.
Yeah. I bought this quite a few months ago, and I just kind of held off reading it for a while. I knew that I was going to pick it for the show at some point, but I also knew that I didn't want to pick it like the same week that I bought it, because then you would know that I was going to be picking it.
Right. Yeah, that must be like the awkward part of you buying stuff from me. There's like no surprise, because sometimes you'll buy like 3 or 4 trades. And I'm like, which one is she going to pick? Like it's always in my brain. Like, I hope it's not that one, and it usually is. It's always that one.
The one you hope it's not. And for the most part, you've enjoyed every single one of my picks. I
think the only one I've not enjoyed is that Howard Chaykin book.
Howard Chaykin
Mighty
and Hack
Love.
Slash.
Oh yeah, Hack Slash.
But hey, at the same time, both of us hated those.
Yeah, it's true. Well, maybe I would like all the comics you read. How startling is that?
And today I went to the store and you weren't even there, and I should have bought some trades, but I didn't. I just bought back issues, stuff I'm missing as I'm going through my collection.
Did Glenn ring you up?
Glenn did ring me up, so I didn't have to show my ID. because he knows who I am.
The new guy asks for ID from everyone, even if he went to high school with them. Literally, that happened. And it wasn't like a power trip or trying to be funny. It was like procedure. He is strict on the procedure, man. Yeah. His grandma comes in and goes, "Can I see your ID, please?"
Yeah. I admitted that it was irrational, but I almost threw a fit last week when he rang me out and asked for my ID. Despite the fact that I had come in and had a short conversation with Jeremy,
right?
And just went directly for my file. Clearly, I am a regular customer.
Right. He's a good guy. He's just procedure based.
Yeah.
We'll loosen him up.
All right.
We'll give him a...
Until then, I'm just gonna wait until either you or Glenn are there to ring me out, or if Jeremy, even though he's hardly ever there when I go in anymore.
Yeah. Darn that school of his.
Does Joe still work there? No, he has a job.
He got a real job, real man job. He's a big boy now. It's pushing papers for the man. Hope you're happy, bastard. Although I know you're not listening.
That's all right. Excuse me. I'm working for the man too. So
hey, we're all working for the man in some aspect.
Are you?
I've never worked for the man. It's pretty awesome.
You're working for Diamond and
that's true.
Wizards of the Coast,
Marvel,
and DC Entertainment,
Upper Deck,
Konami.
Tops. Oh, the list goes on. It's depressing.
Mattel, Hasbro.
Ouch. That one really hurts. McFarlane Toys,
Blizzard Entertainment.
Oh. Buenaventura Press.
Blue Water Productions.
Now, I would totally I would do anything for Blue Water Press. I would be their coffee boy. I would be...
just so you can see that sweet Warlock art up front.
I'd be like, can I take another gander at that 2-page leprechaun spread you got in the office? I know it's not my lunch break, but I've just been dying to see it again. To where he pops out on the floor and he's like, "Good day," or whatever he says.
It's ridiculous. We have been total assholes this whole episode.
Yes.
Are you okay with that?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Are we gonna... how will you feel when we have to apologize to Joe Casey and
Blue Water Press? Are you kidding me? Oh, no, I've never read anything by Joe Casey. Never met him. Don't even know what he looks like. I have no opinion on him other than my friend Jeremy would fucking kill him if he saw him.
Hey, I just said he's a bad writer, which is totally, in my opinion...
That's what this is all about.
Right, and I just said that he kind of looks punchable. Which is also, in my opinion. I didn't say that I would punch him.
Right.
I said he looks punchable.
You don't promote punching him.
No. I do not condone it.
No. Nor would you
but he just
endorse it.
No, but there are some people that just look like they deserve to be smacked around a little bit.
So, okay, it's like he deserves to. It's not like he looks like it's about to happen. He looks like he needs for it to happen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I get you.
But again, I don't condone if that happens.
Right.
That shouldn't happen. He's a human being with rights.
Uh-huh.
And he deserves to be unmolested throughout his life.
Right.
But he looks like he needs a smacking.
Mm-hmm. I think most of us could use a smacking one time in the
Once
life.
in a while, yeah.
I wouldn't mind,
I certainly could once in a while.
Getting into a tussle. Right.
Getting a fist fight.
We should get in a fist fight.
We should just be men. We
should
get in a fight.
Not with each other, but
not with
two other dudes.
Other dudes.
Like a 2-on-2.
Like a bar fight.
Right.
Smash a beer bottle over someone.
That would be awesome.
Then get drunk with those guys, become lifelong friends.
Right.
And then fuck some chicks.
Perfect! It writes itself.
Sweet.
I haven't been in a fight since 7th grade.
It's probably around the same. 9th grade was the last time I got in a fight.
I want to say, before we stop talking about this book, which we did half an hour ago,
right.
I fucking love the pages where the tornado is represented as the Titan. The art is so good.
Yeah.
I love that. Man.
There's not... again, I don't want to spoil too much, but there's not a lot of giants in the book.
Right.
But when we do see them, they're all impressive.
Oh, yeah.
and there's like the sketchbook session where, like, you know, the artist Jam Ken, he even mentions, like, you know, how they're not really prominent in the book, but he spent, like, you know, a ton of time designing them.
Right, figuring out.
Yeah.
Because they sort of describe them early on, like the ice giant and the other kinds, but...
Yeah, enjoyable book.
And it kind of there was like some sad moments too, like
kind of just before the ending.
My glasses frosted over.
Yeah, so some downer pages in there.
I won't say which one, but as I said, I read The Haunt, and this one of them sort of made me cry.
Yeah,
I won't say which one.
I'm gonna guess The Haunt.
Well, I don't want to say.
No spoiler. Yeah. When that goo comes out of the guy's head.
I know. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I would highly recommend it. I'm going to make sure, add this to the list of trades that we always have in stock at the store.
Very good.
So, yeah.
Fantastic.
The store, located at 2312 East Dorothy Lane in Kettering, Ohio. It's called Maverick Comics and Cards, where trade paperbacks are always 25% off.
Very good. Let's take a break.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Behemoth calls it his own, while the Hammer wanders alone. They both go out to play on that cold and rainy day. And Behemoth sings us his song, while the Hammer wanders along. But in the glory of this spring, you can hear the Hammer sing. Big as me. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Way too big to see. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. The Hummin', he goes so slow. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Too big for place to go.
Suspended in a thin silver bowl, which rocks gently on the back of an immense blue-green tortuga. And the tortuga's scaly feet are firmly placed on the topmost of 7 craggy mountains which arise from a vast and arid plain of drifting, fetid yellow dust. And the plain is balanced precariously on the top of a small, thin, green acacia tree which grows from the snout of a giant blood-red ox with 50 eyes that breathes flame the color of the midnight sky. And the ox's hooves are firmly placed on a single grain of sand which floats in the eye of Bahamut like a mote of dust. No one has ever seen Bahamut. Some think it's a fish. Some think it's a newt. All we know is that the lonely Bahamut floats endlessly through all time and all space, with all of us and everything floating in a single tear of his eye.
Welcome back to Gutter Trash. Hi, everybody. So, when do we get paid for this? Are we ever going to get... We have to get good, don't we? Before people start paying us for it.
That would help.
That'd be awesome. Can you imagine that?
That would be awesome.
We wouldn't have no work stories, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure that no matter what we did, we'd probably still have to work. Even if we got paid.
Yeah, because we're doing this for an hour a week. I don't think there's any job other than, like, level 10 blowjob that, you could get paid for an hour a week and survive on that.
Right. And plus, like, the only podcast that I know of that, is a pay podcast is Never Not Funny, which is also, in my opinion, one of the best.
It's
podcasts.
pretty funny.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
It's no Tom versus the Flash, but it's a close second.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that.
Yeah. I'll probably disagree with myself on it later.
All right. But even Jimmy Pardo and Matt Belknap have to work.
Yeah.
Still.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
Does Tom work?
Tom versus the Flash?
Yeah.
Tom? Yeah.
He probably has just a day job.
He has a job, yeah. I believe he's an accountant.
It's a good podcast, though. Tom versus the Flash. Check it out.
Yeah, and Never Not Funny.
And Never Not Funny.
New season starting up next week.
Ooh.
$19.99 for the full season, 26 episodes, 6 months. Plus, if you sign up before the end of October, you get free video.
Ooh. Of the
podcast.
I don't know. I don't want to watch a video of a podcast. I like the audio.
Well, I'm sure Never Not Funny is probably a lot more entertaining than you and I.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of the shit that we do off camera.
Yeah.
If you fuckers could see this.
So I'm sure, the 4 people that listen to our show will probably totally buy into this promotion, this free promotion that I gave to Never Not Funny for no reason whatsoever other than I love it.
You're a good fan.
I'm a good fan.
I like the show, too. I like it.
You don't pay for it.
I don't pay for it.
I do.
I wouldn't pay for it. Not that it's free. Not that it's free, I mean.
Right.
Free for me.
It's free for you.
Because you paid for it.
Because I pay for it. Right.
Yeah.
Hey, I paid my $20 and I think it's fucking worth it.
Yeah.
I did not ever think I would ever say that about a podcast. As far as I'm concerned, all podcasts should be free.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like an internet site we have to pay for.
Yeah.
Other than, porn.
Yeah.
Because, you gotta pay for porn. It's just, it's what our forefathers imagined.
You don't have to pay for porn.
What? Really?
There's a shit ton of free porn online now.
We'll have to talk about this after.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just tell you right now, RedTube.
RedTube? I've heard of XTube, too. Okay. I'll check it out. But yeah,
no, we'll never get paid for this podcast.
Okay.
I think even if we charged $20 for a full year, I think that $80 we would make from it.
Yeah,
because that's just me wildly assuming that our 4 best listeners would actually even bother to pay for it, which I am 99% sure they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Maybe Pat, but I doubt that as well.
Pat's got other things on his mind.
Yeah,
he's an entrepreneur. He's trying to make his comics, make his art,
yeah.
funneling all his cash into his artistic output.
Oh, so you're saying Pat wouldn't?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. Why would he?
I don't know. Well, I guess for that matter, then all of our listeners are all doing similar things, so they probably wouldn't be wanting to pay for this either. So, what a stupid idea you had!
Yes, thank you. Well, it just popped in my head. I was like, wow, this would be cool if somehow we were getting paid to do this.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. But,
we have to be good though.
Yeah, I think the most we could ever hope for is maybe sponsorship.
Yeah,
but again, the good thing, and also having more than 4 listeners.
And we couldn't say cunt.
Oh, I'm sure we could.
Oh, really?
Why not?
Okay.
We just probably couldn't say cunts during, the actual advertisement portion.
Right. The cunts over at Coca-Cola made this great new drink you should try. It spruces up your cunt when you drink it.
I'm actually getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, I am too. I would never say that. I would never say that. I don't know why you insinuated that I would.
I'm sorry. It was foolish of me. I apologize.
Yeah. Hey, can I mention that I was nominated for a prize?
No. No, you can't.
I was!
Fuck! What? Oh, God. I want to start this segment over again. No, you were nominated for a prize.
I was nominated for a prize.
Fucking A, man.
I was pretty excited.
I got a congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. The Mini Comics Space Prize.
Yes.
At Space in Columbus.
The Small Press and Comic Expo in Columbus, Ohio.
That's the one.
Held usually every April.
Yeah, April.
March,
March, May.
Right.
Month
And,
3 through 5, one of those.
Yeah. Used to be the day prize that they give away.
Based on Gene Day.
Yeah. Dave Sim used to be the MC of that.
Mm-hmm. Now he's locked himself in his basement.
Right.
His compound.
So Space and Bob Corby have started their own prize.
The Space Prize. I think they've done it for 2 years. Yeah.
And you were nominated.
I'm nominated.
For what?
For Best Mini Comic.
Yeah.
One of 9 people.
Well, still?
Yeah.
For which comic?
Veggie Dog Saturn, number 3.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Thank you. I'm excited.
That's a very good one.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be there.
Like 2
I'll be there in April. Two better. Two
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Although number 1, very emotional.
Yeah. Number 1. Ooh,
Yeah. But 2, I think, is better.
I had a number 2 this morning that was very emotional.
Oh, wow.
Just trying to squeeze it out.
Sometimes that happens.
I had a nosebleed.
Yeah?
It was weird.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
But
hey,
you're making light of your awesome thing that happened.
Oh. Well, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Yeah, I'm excited. I don't expect to win, but if I do, I'll give everyone that's listening a blowjob. So
Oh, God.
keep that in mind.
This makes me want to go back in time and puncture my eardrums.
But no, it'll be a fun time.
The blowjobs.
I'm referring, of course, to the blowjob. Yeah, because that's always a fun time.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
So yeah, good luck to everyone involved, including me, especially me.
Yeah. Especially you. Is any of our other listeners, are they nominated?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't think so.
That's pretty rude to our listeners to not know that.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
But yeah.
But whether they are or not, we should talk about some of their mini comics.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Kurt Dins, of
Dins,
course, is
yeah.
the
With a Z sound.
with a Z sound, as we discovered last week.
Yeah.
The creator of 1 Year in Indiana,
Uh-huh.
and also Her
Her.
HURR.
Yeah.
R?
The like this. It reminds me of like old heavy metal comics.
Yeah, it's very Conan-esque.
A little Richard Corbinish.
Very Richard Corbinish.
Yeah.
Which of course is always awesome.
Always awesome.
And of course, Brian John Mitchell.
Brian John Mitchell, the man with 3 names,
Yeah.
and the man with 1,000 mini comics.
Yeah.
They're tiny little comics, and there's tons of them,
Yeah.
and they're so good. Especially Lost Kisses, that's my favorite. And Just a Man was pretty good too.
And of course, Patrick W. Kane.
Patrick, what's the W?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought his middle name was Nathaniel.
It's W, right?
Yeah,
Just
on the
with
side.
extra-
Right.
Yeah.
And he's got Mumbly Peg
Lovely Beg and
and a couple others. I think it's
your Turkish guidebook. Or
Turkish
something.
Guidebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
All very talented folk.
we know some dudes that make some good stuff.
Yeah, we do.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, we ourselves do not.
No, but we're surrounded by quality.
That's
It
true.
gives us the illusion of quality.
Yes.
That's all we need. John Bobosh, our other listener we haven't mentioned,
Yeah.
does not do a comic.
No.
Needs to.
Yeah.
Do one. Do one.
What does he do?
He
You know.
he plays Beatles Rock Band really well. I witnessed it when I was in D.C.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's something. I've tried playing Rock Band, or not Rock Band, but Guitar Hero at a Walmart once, and failed miserably.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It seems like it's harder if you've played guitar.
I think maybe, but also, if you're just an idiot like me.
Factors in.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Also, just have very bad hand-eye coordination.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
But you're good with the mouse and the Photoshop and the whatnot?
Yeah, but I do that very slowly.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Because I can't
Maybe
coordinate
you
my
should
hand
do,
and
like,
my eye.
You should do the low Guitar Hero. Or, one of those bands that's just super slow. Like 3 beats per minute. Like the Red House Painters Guitar Hero.
Right.
That'd be good.
Maybe I'll do the, I was trying to think of anything without a guitar.
Oh, maybe the Melvins, like where they play like flipper covers at like a tenth of their regular speed or something. That'd be good.
But that's a guitar, right?
Well, yeah. But it's super slow.
I was thinking something with no guitar.
I have no guitar.
And making the joke that's, play that Guitar Hero because there's no guitar.
No, I get it.
To be played.
Like the Barbershop Quartet Guitar Hero.
Right, yes. There we go. That's something. But I was trying to think of a real band, like Morphine, maybe.
They don't have a guitar?
I know they have that super low sax.
The Doors. No, they didn't have a bass player. They had a guitar player.
Yeah. But no, Morphine, super low sax and bass player and a drummer.
Is that it? Really?
I don't know.
I don't know much about that band.
It's been a long time since I've heard them. I just remember that super low sax sound.
Super low sax sound.
Yeah, Mark Sandman. Coolest last name ever.
His real name's Sandman?
I believe so.
Wow.
He's dead, rest in peace.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Was it a morphine overdose? That would have been ironic.
No, I don't think so. I think it was just a heart problem.
Yeah.
Failure, maybe. I don't know. It's been a while. Also, not that big a fan.
Do you think whenever you got to the gates of heaven, they played Enter Sandman?
Oh, no.
That'd be pretty good. So anyway. Let's see.
Are we done talking about our listeners?
I think so.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys. I got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only interesting thing that happened to me this week is not that interesting for the show. Somebody at work had a fit and may or may not have quit their job.
Ooh, so there may be an opening.
There could be an opening. Are you a technical writer?
Technically, no.
Oh, well then you're probably not fit for it.
Damn it.
I already recommended someone for a job at my office once, and that worked out poorly.
Yeah.
So I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, I think the last time I recommended someone at my job, he ended up stealing thousands of dollars worth of stuff from us.
Oh, so this was recent.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently,
An update?
I think. Did Jeremy say he saw him? No. He saw another guy that used to work for us that stole from us at Kroger. Yeah, different guy. There's a whole smattering of thieves that used to work at Mavericks. Sucks.
Yeah. I'm one.
I can name several. Oh, yeah, I'm one too.
Yeah.
But I still work there, so I don't fit in the category.
Right. I'm still loud in the store, and I'm friends with people who work there, such as yourself.
Except for the new guy. No, you're not friends with him.
I do not like any of the new guys.
Really? Any of them?
Any of them. Jeremy, Glenn,
Jack,
me,
me,
you.
Yeah, wow. You just like Ron Wiley. That's all you like.
Yeah. Him and Joe Young.
Yeah. Joe Young, good quality employee.
Jeremy Anderson. The only 3 good employees there.
And he has giant nuts. Totally. Largest man sack I've ever seen. He can lift his sack up and cover his entire pubic hair. And he doesn't shave. It's not like there's nothing there to cover. It's there. It's enormous. He said sometimes he sits down and they partially submerge in the water. This is on the toilet, not just like on a rainy day. But it's impressive nonetheless. Hi, Jeremy. Did you know that about him? He showed me and his girlfriend once in the parking lot at Mavericks. He walked up to the van that we were in, and he was like, check this out. Because he had told me about his nutsack, and I didn't believe him. But he pulled it out right there in the parking lot. Enormous. So he can fill up a Dixie cup when he comes. I believe him. Never saw it. Don't want to. That's not inappropriate, is it? Eric's lost. I apologize. Didn't mean to bring you there. Oh.
I feel like I've left my body. Oh, God. Stop this from happening.
Oh.
Oh, seriously felt like I was not here. I was only just partially aware of what was happening. It was like
An out-of-body experience?
kinda more like sometimes when I get really tired, especially like when I'm at work, and like I start kind of nodding off, and you're sort of in that half asleep, half awake, but you're also dreaming
Right.
kind of state, and like you almost don't know what's real anymore. That's exactly what this felt like.
It's like sometimes I'm at the grocery and I'm drunk, and I'll be grocery shopping at like 1 a.m. drunk, and it's always feel the same way. Like I'm not quite really there, and I end up with 1 or 2 items that I would never buy. You know,
You know, like a pound of steak.
a pound of steak, some iced animal cookies. Yeah, I try not to eat sweets or meat.
Holy Christ! Why would you tell that story?
I don't
I thought Jeremy listens.
Oh yeah, he's listened.
Okay.
Before.
That's 5 listeners. Yeah.
I don't know if he still listens.
Yeah, he did it.
I think there was a pity listen somewhere, months ago.
Oh God! I guess I should pick a movie.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that segment.
All right. Well, I'm still actually trying to figure out what movie I want to pick.
You said you're down to 2.
I'm down to 2.
They're dueling movies.
Dueling movies. They're both. I've seen them both. I own them both.
Toxic Avenger 2 or 3, which is it?
It's actually Citizen Toxie. Toxie 4.
Nice.
Because we're beginning into the new political season, so I thought that would be a good...
Oh, yeah.
No, that's not what I'm picking. Oh, I actually had a joke pick that I was going to pick, but I forgot what that was.
Like you were going to fool me.
Yes, I was.
And I was going to go watch this terrible movie.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't happen because we usually watch it together.
That's
right
usually always.
Yeah, since day one.
Yeah. Yeah, why is that? We always watch the movies together. We read the comics separately.
Because it's a little hard to read the comic at the same time together.
What if we both have the copy?
And we just like sit in the same room and read it,
and
like right before the show.
And one of us is like, "I'm done," and the other one's like, "I've still got 18 pages though." Yeah, that wouldn't be as good.
No.
Okay.
A
movie's more like an experience.
Yeah.
A book is more like
a personal thing.
Yeah. Because you get your own kind of thing out of it.
Yeah.
You read it in the, on the porch or like in your bed or whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Mostly in my bed.
Mostly.
Because I only have a porch out there with an old sign.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway. Alright, fuck it. I'm going to flip a coin.
You're literally going to flip a coin?
I'm literally going to flip a coin.
See, too bad you're not a D&D guy. You could roll a die.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would be a lot more options than...
you could say 1 through 10 is A, 11 through 20 is B.
That's a lot of sides for a die. I just got a quarter here. 2 sides.
2 sides.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll mention both movies by name.
Oh, okay.
Since I'm going to be flipping for one.
Sweet. Are you going to do the thing where you flip it and then toss it over onto your hand?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, some people flip it and it just lands on the floor and they call it off the floor.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, yeah.
I've never been a fan of
that. Alright, so, okay. Heads.
Mm-hmm. George Washington is pictured on the front.
Yes. Heads is Spiral. Tails is The Lookout.
Never heard of either one. Yes, I have. The second one.
Asshole.
Is that Edward Norton, The Lookout?
No.
Who's in that?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Jeff Daniels.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. That's what I was thinking of.
The guy who played Ozymandias
Okay.
in the Watchmen movie.
Who was also in Match Point. I just realized the other day. I didn't realize. Kathleen realized. And said, is that Ozymandias?
I don't know who that is.
Kathleen? She's my girlfriend.
Oh, you mean Charlene?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so heads, Spiral, Tails, Lookout.
Alright.
Here we go! And boom! Tails, the Lookout.
Awesome. I want to see that movie.
Alright.
I've never heard of Spiral. What is this?
Spiral is a good movie that probably we'll pick at another point. Starring... you saw Hatchet with me, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Directed by the same guy. Starring the same guy.
The kid from Art School Confidential? The
Yes.
Tall guy? Okay.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Not a comedy.
Okay.
Not a comedy. And like where Hatchet was a horror movie, but also pretty funny. This is just a horror movie that's not funny at all.
Okay.
Yeah. Very good movie.
Wow, I can't wait to see it.
But
Let's never watch one.
Well, hey, we could watch it without doing a show on
That's
it.
true.
Because I've mentioned this before, and yet we never watch movies together. Other than
Yeah, occasionally we watch Dead Heat.
we watched Dead Heat. That's true. We saw Inglourious Bastards.
That's true.
From the terrible, terrible night that was.
No, that was good. It was good.
So that's when I met. Fuck. Cannot come up with joke names for your girlfriend. See, folks, the joke is that I call her a different name each time, but yet I'm so stupid that I can't come up with a good name.
So just write, when you think of someone at work, just write them on your palm.
Yeah, have 6 names at the ready at all times.
That's a good call.
All right, I'm done.
Look out.
The Lookout.
I'm excited.
All right.
Well, everybody, read I Kill Giants and, support the scene. The comic book scene. Buy some comics. All right. Tell you.
Just gonna see how long you can go.
Oh, obviously not very long.
All right, let's go.
Just ask Gertrude. I made your joke for you.
Oh, fuck you. Goodbye.
Gutter Trash can be downloaded at www.guttertrash.net, iTunes, Podcast Alley, and Feedburner. You can also find us at myspace.com/guttertrash_net, seanborn.net, and buyerbewarecomics.blogspot.com. Contact us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. We'll see you next time.